Today, I'm going to show you how to use your new Equissage. I'm going to talk you through how to set it up and all the different ways you can use it. This is how your Equissage arrives, so let's have a look and see what's in the bag. So everything comes ready to go. Your batteries are fully charged and you've got two that need to attach to the back pad upright with the cords towards the back within the Velcro straps. All your batteries are interchangeable. It doesn't matter which one you use on the back pads or your hand units, and they should all last for about 2 hours of running time. You want to avoid running your batteries flat, but this gear is microchipped. It will cut out before it runs flat. There's an indicator light to show you when the batteries are running low. It's here on the front panel. So that's as easy as the setup is. Just click one of the batteries into place and you're ready to go. Your Equissage is digital. You simply hit the power button and it presets to 20 minutes. This is indicated by the green light. At the end of your 20-minute treatment, it'll automatically turn itself off. When you turn your Equissage on, it'll automatically default to the lower setting. This is indicated by the blue light. You can then manually adjust the intensity with the up and down arrows. Low settings are for cooling down. Medium and high settings are for warming up and general therapy. So your back pad comes with a saddle cloth. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to use it. If it's a cold morning, you can use it over a rug. If your horse has had a wash off, a towel is fine. So hold your chest strap and your girth, and it just goes on like a saddle. With all your straps, whether it be the chest strap or the waist pack, it's much easier to leave the second catch out. It makes it easier to adjust, yet still stays secure. So the back pad goes on just like a saddle. It doesn't need to be riding tight, just tight enough so it's not going to slip. The breastplate also keeps it secure. When you turn your Equissage on, it has a low acceleration so as not to startle your horse. But leave it on low for just a couple of minutes until your horse relaxes. They generally show you this by licking and chewing. Once your horse is relaxed and used to the back pad, you can introduce the hand unit to treat all the major areas of the horse. You can remove the breastplate so it's not in your way. You hold the hand unit with the vents towards you. We introduce it through our own hand just to get them used to it. Then it's just a case of using it like a slow brush in nice gentle strokes along the muscle. You can go wherever there's soft tissue, just avoiding the bony areas. Nice long strokes and evenly over the muscles. A standard treatment for your horse is 20 minutes with the back pad and 15 minutes on each front leg. Whilst treating the horse's major muscle groups, you can be doing this simultaneously if you have two handheld units. To treat the legs, you just slip the hand unit into the tendon boot and attach it to the legs at a 45-degree angle with the rubber cup sitting flush with the joint. It's easy to hold it with your knee and that allows both hands to pull it tight. Make sure it's snug and it's not going to slip. This then attaches to your battery. Once you turn the hand unit on, a horse will generally pick his leg up. Just give him a rub. Once he's used to it, you can then turn up the intensity to around medium. This is great for treating joints, tendons and ligaments, or foot abscesses and splints. You'll feel the vibration right from his hoof up to his wither. To use both hand units on the legs at the same time, you need a Y adapter to split from one of the batteries. Simply plug the Y adapter into the battery, then you can run 2 units from the same battery. So to treat for respiratory issues, you can use the hand unit direct on the brisket, or use it directly up the windpipe. This will help to loosen up the airways and break down any mucus on their lungs. If they get a runny nose while you're doing it like this, it's totally normal. Even though your back pad is going to treat the whole horse, to maximize results, you can use your hand unit to treat the lumbar region just below the spine. We avoid the bony areas whenever we can. Treat each muscle group in sections. Don't try and do the whole hindquarter at once. Half a dozen passes over each muscle group will really help to release the tension. The glutes are obviously bigger muscle groups, so you can afford to turn the intensity up. To treat the hamstrings, we can go right from the dock almost down to the hock. The horse will generally tell you where he likes it by either leaning into you or licking and chewing, so just watch for their responses. If your horse has sacroiliac issues, then obviously treating it direct with the hand unit is going to be hugely beneficial. You can feel the vibration all the way through the hindquarter, so you're not going to miss anywhere. All of the Equissage units have 3 settings. They all work in the same sequence: standard for circulation, Psychlo polymodulation, which is a pulse which targets the muscular system, and thirdly, the Tranquillage setting for relaxation. To adjust the settings, you simply push the 2 up arrows at the same time. The second setting, Psychlo polymodulation, is a pulse setting. It's very activating and stimulating, so it's a great warm-up, but also great recovery to aid in removal of lactic acid. It's also great to use it on the leg units when you've got any filling or swelling in your legs. The third setting, Tranquillage, is great for relaxation as it targets the nervous system. The horses will breathe in time with a slow undulation, and it will also help to reduce heart rate. It's a great recovery tool, but also good to aid digestion. When it comes to charging your Equissage batteries, there's a few key points to remember. They're a 12-volt lead-acid battery, regardless of which model you have, and it's definitely a case of the more you use them and charge them, the longer they will last. The Equissage is microchipped, so it will cut out before it gets down to a certain voltage. But regardless of this, you want to try and charge them after every 4 to 6 treatments. If the battery indication light, which is a red flashing light on your Equissage, does show, you want to charge them straight away. To charge them, simply plug them in as you would with the Equissage. They only take a couple of hours to charge up to full, but it doesn't hurt to leave them on overnight. Once they get to full capacity, they will just maintain them at a certain voltage, so you can't overcharge them. This is the same regardless of what model Equissage you have or which batteries you have. Once your battery is fully charged, the charger will show a solid green light. Always store your batteries in a cool and dry place. If you require additional batteries, simply purchase them from our website or give us a call. Equissage is extremely easy to look after. You just have to keep it clean and dry, and the best way to do that is to keep it in the bag that it came in. Leave the box in the bag and store the Equissage on its edges, face down, with the cords up. In terms of cleaning, again, they're very low maintenance, but your hand unit will tend to gather a bit of dust from the horses, so just keep some wet wipes handy to give them a bit of a wipe. And like any good investment, the better you look after it, the better it's going to look after you and your horses in the long run. Equissage is designed to be used every day. It's great as a warm-up, or you can use it post-exercise to help cool your horses down, and it's equally as effective either way. On saying that, one 20-minute treatment gives you 8 hours worth of benefit. So when you're at shows or competitions, it's great to use twice a day. Or if you have an injury or an issue that you're trying to rehabilitate, you can use it up to 3 times daily. There's only one instance when you would avoid using your Equissage, and that's if your horse has an open wound. Usually you would allow up to 48 hours for it to stop bleeding, and then continue use to improve the healing process. If you want any further details on treating specific injuries or issues, simply contact one of your local consultants or refer to your owner's manual.